Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to participate in this workshop. If we Europeans learned anything from the 2008 financial crisis, it's that the industrial sector must continue to be a fundamental part of our economies. The same lesson can be applied in the ongoing crisis caused by the coronavirus pandemic. The driving force of our economy cannot just be the financial and banking sectors, nor construction, nor services such as tourism. We must also invest, and invest heavily in industry and innovation, metallurgy, manufacturing, biomedical research, shipbuilding, etc. Industry creates more stable and better paying jobs, and it has a multiplier effect on employment and regional growth. To maintain and strengthen the European industry sector, we need a major modernization effort. Nowadays, it is not only the old continent that has industrial capacity. In America, and especially in Asia, there are fast-growing and innovative industries. Furthermore, the USA and China are the dominant players in the new technology sector. On the other hand, our industry faces fierce international competition, sometimes distorted by dumping, state aid, and other kinds of doping. Industry has therefore a special place among our priorities at the European Parliament. Our proposals aim to create jobs and boost the competitiveness of industry, promoting investment and innovation in new technologies, and defending the regions and workers most affected by industrial change. Investment in research, technological development, and innovation is a key element for the competitiveness of companies and industries. However, the EU still lags behind our main competitors in this sector, such as China, Japan, USA, or Korea. None of the 15 largest technology companies in the world is European. None. Cutting-edge sectors such as robotics and electric or hydrogen batteries are highly developing Asian countries, despite the fact that they are set to play a very important role in the European automotive industry. In order to ensure that the competitiveness of the industrial sector in Europe, the European Parliament has supported a substantial increase in the European Programme for Research and Innovation, what we call Horizon Europe. The Council agreement is far from the Parliament's position. We want to allocate a higher amount to Horizon Europe. We want more than the 80,000 million euros agreed by the Council. It's going to be very hard to get the amount we ambition, but we hope to be able to achieve an interinstitutional agreement that satisfies both the Council and the Parliament. It will be crucial for the future of the EU to allocate sufficient funds to research and innovation in areas so important as fight against cancer, adaptation to climate change, carbon emission neutral cities, water quality, and salt decontamination. In the region I know best, in Galicia, in Spain, our companies and entrepreneurs are firmly committed to innovation as a competitive tool. Galician industry today is more productive and innovative because it is moving decisively towards digitalization. Indeed, Galicia is one of the regions in Spain where research and innovation expenditure has increased the most in recent years, and the policies implemented by the Galician government have contributed to this result. In 2014, the Agenda 4.0 was launched with the aim of increasing the weight of industry in the region's GDP. This agenda was later complemented by additional programs such as the Galician Innovation 2020 programs, the RIS3 Intelligent Specialization Strategy, and initiatives in innovative public procurement. In this context, responsible research and innovation is an opportunity to continue to unlock regional potential. Through the participation of social actors, regions should follow the steps of Galicia and invest in the modernization of both consolidated and new industrial sectors. Galicia, for example, has supported innovation in our traditional strategic sectors, such as the automotive sector, the agri-food industry, or forestry. I am thinking of initiatives such as Business Factory Auto or agrobiotech. On the other hand, we are also developing new industrial sectors such as biotechnology or renewable energies. In this domain, Galicia has shown a firm commitment to aeronautics in Rozas, Lugo, and through Aerospace Innovation Centre in Nigrán, Pontevedra. People must also be at the center of an innovation policy. I'm thinking on the importance of training. The European Commission estimates that nowadays there is a demand for on-field digital profiles of around 500,000 positions across Europe, more than 80,000 in Spain. This is why the new European Social Fund Plus is committed to increasing funding for dual training and NETs training programs. The COVID-19 pandemic has modified, as we all know, all previous plans, but everyone agrees on the importance that research and innovation have for the future of the EU and of the European citizens. This is why I'm convinced that regional governments all across Europe will take advantage of the opportunities offered by Horizon Europe and the European Social Fund Plus, as well as by the new and ambitious Next Generation EU package, and will continue to invest in innovation and, of course, in high-level training. Thank you very much for your attention.